actual present in-time demonstration from Humboldt County actually at our meeting. So they were there walking us through via teleconferencing their website, their capabilities. They've got some great things there. We had a good interactive discussion. So the committee, and I'll check in with Supervisor Colfax, I believe the committee's recommendation is to move forward with the short-term plan, which would be to continue doing this internally, but we actually had a mock-up from the clerk of the board on how you would, and so they've already done this, and they gave us a demonstration for actually this meeting, that you could go in and click on the agenda summary for each item that we've discussed here today, and the public would be able to access it, or the board, or anyone. So that's level one. That can be accomplished with a few more internal things lining up with very limited additional resources. So they want to get everything in place. They feel that they could roll that out May 1st. So that's sort of that second tier that the public's been asking for, and it seems very doable with the resources we have. What Humboldt County has is a much more enhanced system. So it would be our recommendation that the CEO's office continue to explore and working with the clerk of the board what additional options there are, because there would be some budgetary implications, but let's get this going now so it could be in place for this current budget discussion coming up. And what would be the additional modules from the Questus system? What are other options? Questus system would be able to, as was reported by the executive office, come and do a demonstration for the committee, showing us some enhanced options, and we'll go from there, bringing it back to the board to weigh in on what level of service. But what Humboldt County has is basically a fully automated agenda process, and I think that's ultimately where we should go. It's a question of dollars and how quickly we get there, but it has many advantages for the public. They can click on back agendas, they can click on back summaries, they can click on the outcome. The votes are there, everything is there and presented, and I think as Mr. Mitchell reported to the committee, over time there can be some definite internal cost savings to going in this direction, because you won't have staff spending so much time with the public and with department heads trying to figure out information. It'll be a much more logical flow. So our recommendation would be to continue to explore this in the committee and have, if possible, this May 1st deadline is going online basically with just the next level, which is clicking on agenda summaries and letting the public have at least that next level of information more readily available to them.
Thank you.
One other comment on the Public Resources Committee. We reviewed draft 4 of the road standards, and because there's a lot of technical stuff in there. Actually, most of it's been in place, and they've been basically using it for the last year or two. But we decided to put it out back to the public, mainly to make sure that the engineers and whatnot throughout the county in the area have another month to maybe make comments on it and whatnot. We haven't had any negative response to it yet, but we just felt that it was, because a lot of it's technical, that we make sure that reach out to all of our engineers throughout the county and actually county engineers that deal inside of Mendocino County, so they have another month to comment on it.
Okay. To the clerk.
And I just wanted to note for the record that the written committee report pursuant to the committee's directive yesterday will be scheduled for the March 18th consent.
Okay. All right. Anything else before us? Board members? Staff? Okay. Very productive day. I'm only an hour and 25 minutes past my target. So call this meeting adjourned. Thank you.